Hey everybody, it's me. It's a little late night bloggy session. I shot a video on my phone, and I like edited it up and stuff, and then my computer is just I'm using a really old computer, and every time I try to export it, it just shuts off. So that's not happening right now. Um, but I just wanted to tap in with you guys, remind you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. I don't even maybe 10 people will see this video, but anyways, so regardless of the check-in, we'll just make the video's going to be up. What do I want to talk about? I want to talk about this whole president stuff. I watched some of the first debate, a good portion of it. I watched a really good portion of this last debate that just happened, and I just don't. I want to know what you guys think. Really, ultimately, I'm going to say a bit about what I think, but I want to know what you think. I can't help but just look like I'm watching them talk about these things, addressing these issues, and they're not, I don't know, there's just so many. Okay, I think Barack Obama is kind of cool in the sense that he understands he's the first president to actually understand like social media and understand how democratic things naturally want to be and like how much input people do have to give and how much people will speak up when they can just hashtag something on Twitter. Freaking millions of people share their opinions, and I think that's great. And I think, if anything, the perfect presidential like position, the president should be the person that listens to all the people. Like through the internet, we can get like so many people's opinions on things. There should be a program that like you go and share ideas and they get sent to the White House, and then the White House will print money. They're already printing money. Might as well give that money to good causes that are going to save the world, you know? Oh, it does. Okay, I was into the all the how do I want to put this? I have been doing my bit of observation and research and whatnot into politics and government and law and all those things since high school. I did the whole conspiracy theory thing for a while, like super deep. I used to love Alex Jones, all that stuff. So, and I don't give a shit about any of that stuff, just so you know. Like it's just so deep and so ridiculous. But it's very easy and plain and obvious to see that, it's all about the money. Like everyone, you can't deny it. It's all about the money. I guess what I'm trying to explain is the fact that I actually do have quite a passionate standpoint on this stuff. I just don't seem to get into it because it's just almost a waste of time. But here's what I don't get. The president has the power. All he has to do when he books his little whatever, like frickin' house speak, whatever, right? When it's like, oh, Obama's gonna be on TV and he's gonna speak to the House and he's gonna address the nation or whatever. All he has to do right then is say, hey everyone watching, here's 10 tips of like what you can do in your home today to start saving energy. Here's 10 tips you can do to start being healthier and stop this obesity epidemic and this diabetes. It's like someone who has that much power. That's why I I personally would love to be famous. Why? Because when I know millions of people are paying attention to what I'm saying, I'm going to only say things that will make their lives better. That's what the president should do. That's what the president should not be in charge. Like, they're talking about how are you going to. Oh, gosh. I don't even really want to talk about all of it. But there's this. And I don't want to. Yes, I don't study politics. Like, I'm not here to be ignorant about it. I'm not here to, you know what I mean? Like, I know I don't know a lot of things, but what I do know is that it takes very, very simple. Like, for instance, how about the president decides to promote and make up like, if the president is the type of person who can actually make, like, through him and working with whatever needs to make it done, can make laws, then why don't they just make laws that actually change things? That's it. Or how about this? We have an energy crisis, right? I interviewed Bear, the double rainbow guy on my main channel. Remember the double rainbow video? I interviewed him. He was running for president. Obviously, has no chance in hell, but it's a good. It's a good idea, and it was cool. But anyways, he made such a good point. He's like, if I became president the very first day, I would create a whole committee and a whole, I would create a national state of emergency around energy and alternative energy and free energy, and that will become the absolute number one thing that we put money towards. And it's so funny to think for solar power, okay? So we have solar power. We already know that works, right? It's being used all over the world. And the only reason that I've ever heard of that it's not used more is because of the price, because of it's expensive. Well, how about this? How about the president takes just $1 billion out of the... I mean, I don't even know how easy that is, but they're talking about trillions sometimes and things, and it's like, even take $10 million. There's freaking philanthropists who can throw around $10 million, okay? You take $10 million and you pay these solar power companies to produce more. You just pay them to do it because you can print money. It's like little things. Or how about Obama creates a law that if you are a gym, think about gyms like Gold's Gym, or just one. Gold's Gym would make so much money doing this. A gym where, or made it a rule where if you're a gym in the United States, you have to have have enough machines in your gym built the right way where you're actually creating energy. How about instead of just pulling on weights up and down, the thing that I'm pulling on goes into the wall and is electronically, harnessed. You can choose what weight you want, and if you want to lift up 200 pounds, then you're actually pulling something that's making something spin that's producing energy. And if you have, I guarantee there is at least, so conservatively, there's at least 100,000 people who go to the gym every single day. Not people, let's say every single day there's at least 100,000 people in gyms for a half an hour. And if within that half an hour, any machine that they use that was built the right way was actually producing energy, the gym would make money. They could actually pay people to go to the gym if they were producing enough, because the grid pays them back if you're making more electricity than you use. And then they could just make it a whole thing. It's like, that's actual change. Actual change. Like, hey, I'm Obama, I'm coming in, and this is what I'm going to do, okay? We're going to take the money out of these loopholes over here. They talk about, right? These loopholes here, we're going to cut funding from this, and we're going to take $100 million, and we're going to give it to all the biggest gym corporations to convert all their gyms into creating energy. And we're going to start getting everyone in this world fit and healthy, and we're going to be producing our own energy by people getting fit and healthy. And we're going to create programs in all the colleges around the U.S. that's going to encourage college students to be as healthy as they can and create programs where they go to their gym and they produce energy for their town and they get in shape. And we'll even pay people, right? Actual change. Or how about when he addresses the state, he looks at the cameras and say, hey, everyone at home, just so you know, soda's really bad for you. I mean, you wouldn't say that, but like, next time you drink soda, or how about this? We're teaming up with, everyone loves Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is such an American drink. Coca-Cola is going to give away one free bottle, one free 2-liter bottle to everybody in the United States. And you know what you do with that? You put it in the back you fill it with water and you put it in the back of your toilet. Then every time you flush your toilet, you're saving 2 liters of water. And that's, the toilets in America probably get flushed over 10 million times at least, conservatively. That's 20 million liters of water saved every single day. I'm interested in a president that's actually, that's all it would take. If you're going to make laws about something, make a law about if you're going to make a law about who can get married or not, might as well make a law about energy consumption, or make a law about recycling things, or then at the end of the day, we don't need these laws in the first place. The whole point is people are supposed to be responsible for themselves, but people aren't, and we are in this position where the government, there's this relationship to have, and it can be a good one. That's why the government's there. It's there to govern things. It's there to govern the mind of the collective, and that should be, though, it's just that's been so programmed to bullshit that it's not working. Wow. I could just keep ranting and ranting. But does that make any sense to you guys, or does it sound absolutely stupid? Because if I do, I'd prefer not to. But it's more like, I know it sounds stupid in the sense because that'll never happen, but in the most rational, action-oriented, solution-based concept around the president and the United States of America, and like creating change and having a healthy economy and a healthy nation and all these things. It would take this. Actually, as a matter of fact, and here's the funny part, and here's how I know it's a bunch of bullshit, because the best thing Obama could say right now, or Mitt Romney, for wanting to be president, is say, you know what, we're gonna take away 10 million. I'm gonna cut $10 million from this war, because we all want out of this war, because we just want peace. We want everyone to get along. You know, we're gonna put that $10 million into creating free energy, into creating jobs. That's all they'd have to say. And then they just do it. It wouldn't be that hard. They don't actually have to do anything. They're not making phone calls and stuff. They're not staying up late writing emails, making sure things are getting done. So that's how I know it's a bunch of bullshit, because if even right now it's just a marketing game. They're trying to sell themselves. Well, why don't they just actually say really good shit that actually would make a difference, and they could just actually do it, and then they'd look really good, and they'd stay looking really good. It's the best publicity they could possibly get. Doesn't that make sense? $10 million. Mitt Romney probably has $10 million, right? Apparently he's really rich or something. I guess. I'm going to take $10 million from loopholes. We're talking about loopholes. Like, we can make money by paying more attention to the loopholes. And it's like, great, okay, let's take $10 million from the loopholes and make a, mandate that, like, every, gosh, there's just so many. Anyways, I'm going to stop blabbing. You guys get what I'm saying? It's just so... The one thing, I'm almost happy that the way things work now, it's like when we do have enough people say something, I'm considering making some sort of campaign or some sort of Facebook page or whatever around, like, making up a list of 10 completely rational, completely doable, completely sensible, completely conservative. Like, conservative as in, like, there's no way you'd be wasting money, there's no way you'd be wasting resources. Just 10 things that the president could actually do tomorrow. And when you get 1 million people to like that page on Facebook, they're going to talk about it in the news. They're going to, it's like there's no way. I think that's all it's, like, look at the Coney video for the Coney 2012, right? He just made a freaking video, enough people saw it, and now he's on Oprah and, like, doing all these things. I don't care if I'm on Oprah, but I would just love for... It's going to take that time where someone, Fox is like, this just in, Obama just got bombarded by a bunch of blah, and it's like he's at the end of a press conference, they're like, hey, did you see that list of 10 things floating around? Why don't you do them? And then if he keeps avoiding that list, and the list gets more and more popular, and then even just plain-minded, simple people who love Obama and don't want to hear anybody say anything bad about him, look at the list and go, whoa, he could do those things. That would be really, really cool. Wow, I guess it really would make change. It would make very, very simple. It would change things. Anyways, thanks for listening. I'm going to see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning for the live chat, little conscious code reprogramming workshop. I can honestly say I've been going through one of the most challenging times of my life so far. And it's been quite the opportunity to completely look at the way my reality is shaped. That's what's happening to everybody right now. And if it's not happening to you, it's time to do it. Catch up. How are you shaping your own reality? What are your beliefs about the way life works? And what position is it putting you in? And how are you keeping yourself there? Or if you need to change, how are you changing? Let's do it together as a community. We're absolutely, fundamentally, naturally, organically designed to be community-based, sharing, loving beings. Period. It's about time to have the conversation that will transform us. And I think we've been having, you know what I'm saying. I was just trying to think of some like clever ass line to just be like, whoosh, but we just got to keep having the conversation. When the conversation is big enough and you get enough people agreeing on things, things actually do change. Even if it's just awareness. Even if all that changes, if that list, let's say 5 million people like this page, and all these celebrities talk about it, and like, wow, this is really cool, and they even make another video with Danny DeVito and Bill Maher and stuff, and they like, wow, this list, Obama, you know, whatever. It's the ripple effects, and it's happening. Things are changing. Things are happening. Things are changing. What's your input? I'm so absolutely in love with you and grateful that you're a part of this community with me and you engage with me and can listen to my late night little politics rants. And I love you. I dare you, when you're laying in bed, the next time you're laying in bed before you go to sleep, just think of all the love you felt in your life and just feel it. Feel love. You can practice feeling love by just naturally thinking, like, what you focus on. You're laying in a bed. You're going to go to bed in a bed with covers, and you will stay warm. And then you're going to wake up the next day inside a safe house. We have such a beautiful opportunity here. I'm so pleased with how we're treating it. Thank you guys for being here with me and doing this. I love you. Bye-bye.